Guys, it's your girl, Lady A. For those of you who are on my social media pages, and you know that I am in the process of detoxing, and I want to thank you guys for reaching out to me and wanting to know what am I doing for my skin to look so clear, and what am I doing to detox, and what am I doing to get my life right, get my life together. Um, well, today I wanted to share with you guys. Um, I call it a spiritual download from when I was in my detox session, because detoxing for me is not just about cleansing the inside of my body. It's not just about the foods that I eat. It's not just about the weight loss, even though all of those things are wonderful and I do appreciate them greatly. But a big part of this detox regiment that I'm on, it has a lot to do with spirituality. It has a lot to do with mindset. It has a lot to do with emotions. Because ladies, how many of you know that we can store our emotions right around the midsection? Our hormones will get out of balance and we will begin to collect visceral fat right around the midsection. And so detoxing for me has a lot more to do with being whole and healthy on every level, and not just, oh, my braid is sticking up, and not just with weight loss. And so this morning, as I was in my detox session, you know, one of the things that I'm learning to really let go is bad experiences with past relationships. We've all had them. And, sometimes we feel like we've let something go, and then, something will occur and you be like, dang, I didn't let that go. Or dang, I thought I was healed from that, but it shows up again. It pops up again. And so this morning I was, letting go of some past relationships, some past thoughts, some past things. And I said to God, God, I want someone in my life who is going to love me unconditionally. And plain as day, the Holy Spirit said to me, so you want someone who's going to love you unconditionally, but when are you going to begin to love you unconditionally? When are you going to begin to love you unconditionally? And I thought about that. If the scale goes up, higher than I would like for it to be, then I get a little, a little down on myself. If I make a decision that turns out to not be a really good decision, I come down on myself. When I'm interacting with people who may not be the nicest people, and they say some things that hurt my feelings, and I begin to think, well, maybe they're telling the truth. I come down on myself. And so this morning's detox session had to deal with, now is the time for me to learn how to love me unconditionally. How to love me unconditionally. Regardless of what the scale says, love me unconditionally. Regardless of what other people think, love me unconditionally. A lot of times when we have addictions and things going on in our lives, relationships, abusive relationships, addicted to drugs or alcohol or sex or whatever it is that you might be addicted to, oftentimes those addictions stem from a place of, I don't love me. I don't love me enough. I don't love me enough to walk away from the abusive relationship. I don't love me enough to put the pills down. I don't love me enough to leave the bottle alone, the alcohol alone. I don't love me enough. And so I just want to encourage everybody out there that's watching this video that if you haven't begun to really do some internal work, begin to do some internal work and begin to learn to love you. We will learn a subject matter. We will learn physics. We will learn math. We will learn chemistry. We will learn whatever it is that we need to learn to make a dollar. But I want to encourage you today to begin to learn you. Learn you and love you. Begin to love you unconditionally. So that was my takeaway this morning from my detox session, my spiritual download. And it's an everyday thing of learning to love me more and more and more, so that those things that don't serve me, I will no longer be afraid to let them go. Why? Because I love me enough to let it go. All right, you guys, it's been your girl, Lady A. Until next time, peace and blessings.